Welcome to page 47 of our English language series of the Mashal schools. Dear students, as different skills are involved, today we have the reading activity, and the topic of this book and this page is weeds in trees. Trees are the greenery around us, which cleans our environment, give us oxygen, release carbon dioxide, and helps us in the greenery and beauty of around us. So we are talking about trees, and we do talk about weeds, our crops that gives us different thing to eat. So they are the beauty of our surrounding. So we have to talk about them, and we will discuss them properly after reading this in the classroom. So let's go and do this activity practically. Remember, reading is one of the important thing whenever you want to learn something, because mostly knowledge is covered into books. If you want refreshment, there are magazines. If you want entertainment, there are different things that you can read and you can understand. Lots of knowledge. You can learn about the history, especially, for example, if you want to learn about Pakhtun and the history of Pakhtun, then you have lots of book that you can dive in. You can understand all the way from Pata Khazana to more other Pashto books, and you can understand our roots, that where did we come from and what is our actual culture, what is our actual history. So we have to focus on reading and learn that properly. Okay, students, welcome to page number 47. Today we have the activity of reading. As there are 5 elements in English language or in any language we want to learn, we are working on 5 elements, out of which reading is something that we need it, because almost every book is written in English or in any language. We have to read that out. If you want to read a magazine, if you want to learn about something that is written out, we need to read that out. Reading is actually the graphical representation and then figuring out that what is written down there. There are letters that are combined and into groups, and words are made, then words are combined into groups, sentences are made, paragraphs are made, and then essays and almost books are made of them. So today we have a reading exercise. I'll call 2 students out here who will do the reading, and we will understand that what is the level of reading in our classroom. These 2 students can be Aliza and your friend. Please come here out. Okay, students, as I'm going to talk about reading, the topic of this page is actually weeds in trees. What is the topic?
Weeds and trees.
Weeds and trees.
Weeds and trees.
Okay, so Aliza will start the reading from here.
We like trees, we don't like weeds.
Okay, now it's your turn to read the second paragraph.
Look at me, I have a green and yellow leaf.
I have a green and yellow leaf. And now?
Look at the park, it's clean. I'm hungry. Can we eat weeds?
Dear students, remember, in reading the most important thing is to learn about sentences. You have to follow the rules of stress and intonation to know that where do I have to increase my sound, where to divert my sound. Along with that, comma brings you a small pause in your conversation and your reading when you do, and full stop is a long pause. Remember, when you are reading, you have to read in sentences. If you are reading word wise, it is not going to be read properly. In reading, you have to read complete sentences, as my 2 little students did. You have to be keen enough by understanding and learning the complete sentence and reading it completely. You will properly understand. Remember, when there is full stop, you have to stop for a while so that people understand that the topic is actually, or the sentence is actually completed, and now you are heading to another sentence. So that is the best way to read. This was the short exercise and a short point. Your teacher will give you some reading practices and some notes. You will read that in classroom. Remember that when I was working on my reading, what I did was actually I fixed the time for myself. For example, it was a page I had to read. I was reading this in 2 minutes. Then I challenged myself to read it in 1.5 minutes. I was doing that by repeating, doing it because practice makes one perfect. Along with that, I was reducing the time with practice to 1 minute or somewhat like that. You can do it in the same way to read a clockwise movement, and means that fix the time for yourself and give yourself the target to read this. But remember, never skip a word, never give yourself a game. So that's the end. Thank you so much.